Very good morning. Namaste, welcome. Whatever state of mind, whatever state of life, whatever the quality of your mind, your life, measured by your mind, whatever quality of that life, that mind, that measurable, up to now living experience has been, when enlightenment or awakening into a process of enlightenment, whatever, takes place, enlightenment will remove that state of life completely. You'll still be with the same partner, you'll still be in the same house, you'll still be doing the same job, you'll still be doing the same things. But it'll remove the measurability of what you have, the mind has been relying on since it was given its ego state. So the toilet needs, the eating needs, the financial needs, they continue to operate because that mind cannot not operate whilst the body is here. So the enlightenment removes that measurable quality. Now when enlightenment passes, which it does, which everything passes, the effect of the enlightenment never passes. The beingness that you were before enlightenment, before you came into this body, the beingness that existed before you developed an ego, the beingness that existed throughout the ego, but was not apparently not available for you, and the beingness that remains after enlightenment and forever and ever beingness still exists. So what you've done is you've removed lots of scars, lots of positives and negatives. Now what happens after enlightenment passes? Any traumas that you have overcome since before enlightenment, anything that you overcame, anything that was holding you back from being peaceful, tranquil, pure life, spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it, consciousness. Any of these traumas, they're removed. But the minute after enlightenment passes, the traumas reappear. Same old story. This time, you're able to confront them. You're able to understand them. This time, you're able to work with them. This time, you have the newborn mind, the ability to change or to have an effect on what this trauma has meant to you before and what they mean now. So there's always a work in progress. At no point does a human being, before birth, after birth, during life, after life, before death, after death, and that spell in between death and rebirth, at no point is that what you are cease with this work in progress. That's what we are. We are works in progress. I want to continue about the awakening, a video previously about the step-by-step awakening. The step-by-step awakening has to be mind, because only mind that has been created through words, identities, and language can understand what is taking place. But without the words, the identities, the step-by-step awakening is known by the body. The body, the mind, the brain does not have to say out loud, you were not before, not wanting the toilet, now you want to go to the toilet. You know, the body knows. There's no need for a negotiation or recollection or second step out of the first step of that. So step-by-step awakening is a quality for the mind where it identifies with each step. The beingness, the real awakening, is that what does not know there is any steps. flowing. There's no association with what is taking place. Meaning, I have a job to go to is an association with you and the job. Oh, the step for mind is in trying to establish its originality, enlightened state. Oh, I just had an insight. I have to go to the job. Now I'm recognizing my awakening that's ongoing. No. The association with the job, with the thought, the association with the thought, with a quality, with a meaning, is mind. Life is taking the same actions, but with no thoughts. So what we have is we have a step-by-step awakening, which is an identification of relating to what is taking place. And that's a mind awakening, which is reflecting or replicating the normal, what is taking place, without the step-by-step association to what is taking place. Everything is flowing. There's no mind thinking about what it's going to do. There's no mind thinking about what it did. There's no mind thinking about what the next step is. There's no mind thinking about the ongoing awakening. The mind is the shadow that sits alongside that what is taking place to remind itself that of what is taking place for whatever reason, whatever purpose. Some have purpose, some have reason, some have crossed that purpose and reason, some are just beings that just understand that there's nothing to do, nothing to gain, no attachments, no associations, no beliefs, no hopes, and everything is taking place as it is. Now, a final warning is we have the step-by-step awakening, and we have the step-by-step with no steps flowing awakening. Same awakening, same experience, same going on with no mind attaching and associating with it. And then we have the ego awakening. Oh, the ego loves its awakening. The ego loves getting in touch with awakening. And you'll know when the ego awakening arises, because it just did right now. Life is flowing, but I want something big in my life. I don't want a baby step-by-step awakening. I don't want a flowing awakening. I want a step-by-step boom. Step-by-step boom. Step-by-step boom. Step-by-step boom awakening. This boom could be the winning of the lottery. This boom could be, I want to meet a beautiful woman. So there's an idea or a concept that something bigger has to take place than what is taking place now. Ego is more, bigger, smaller, different. Oh my God, I want it to happen to me. And of course, this is stress. This is anxiety, because when it doesn't happen, there's more thoughts, reasons, why, how come, I don't like this life. No, why don't I get what I want? And that suffering can sometimes be enlightenment. I want enlightenment. I goddamn well want enlightenment. I want to experience that Sat-Chit Ananda state. The flowing awakening is a Sat-Chit Ananda state, but it is no quality of depression, overwhelming joy. It is that moment that everything is. So we're either greedy and we want little painful suffering. Oh, I can put up with it because I'm going to get this thing soon. No, I can put up with it. I can put up with it because it's going to come soon. God's going to come soon. Some, they wait for the whole end of the body, end of the life, and then they don't see God. And the life judgment is, you're a fool. We punish ourselves through the whole of life thinking there's something big and incredible going to happen. And that big and incredible is an awakening to remind you that you are flowing. That's the result of awakening and enlightenment for the mind and for the body, is to stop this goddamn seeking. Stop this idea that there's something big, there's a lottery going to come, that your life's going to change. Because enlightenment, whatever state you're at the beginning, and I'll finish with this, whatever your state of life and miserable state you were before, and you overcome this, the minute you're surrounded by the same quality of life as you had before, you're going to come up with the same traumas, the same triviality. You're going to have to go and go through another enlightenment. Another 6 years, 7 years of disappearing, where your family don't know who you are and you don't know who you are, and it's bliss, but it's bliss, and it's bliss, and it's bliss. But really, one enlightenment passes and there's no more experiencing the same traumas as childhood or as before enlightenment. That bliss is sense, essence, and essence. It is an ongoing livingness, an ongoing consciousness, an ongoing beingness. So we have three. Step by step is the mind, the thinking mind. Flowing is the step by step awakening, or the ongoing awakening with no mind, with no thinking. And then we have the step by step, boom, ego. Step by step, boom, ego. And this boom doesn't always go upwards. Step by step, boom, ego. It is the life of living in hope, living in belief, living in wanting, living in more, living in attaching, living in association. And you don't like it, and I don't like it. I didn't like the idea before enlightenment of having to get something bigger than what was taking place. I didn't realize that everything was absolutely perfect as it was, and that nothing had to take place. But enlightenment took place. And when it goes, don't fall into the trap again. Use enlightenment to change your perception, your ideas, your concepts. Make life simple, make life worthy, make life valuable. And treat everyone like you would treat yourself. And life will flow. And you'll never go. Namaste.